Wow, you would think I'd never done makeup in my life. Hi guys, today I have a super exciting video that's actually pretty highly requested, which, okay, maybe not highly requested, but this is the one thing that you guys were the most interested in seeing when I posted my haul, and this is the Coloured Raine mystery box unboxing. So I have not opened this, there's still tape on here. I don't want to show you the front of this because my address is on this, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this and we're just gonna see what's in this. I obviously don't have like much makeup on, so we're gonna test out everything that is in this box as well, so we can see how everything performs. And I said in my other video that I have yet to try Coloured Raine's product, so this is going to be super interesting for me because I've heard so many good things about the brand that I am really excited about this. Now I'm fully expecting to get like a pretty neutral eyeshadow palette in here, but you know, we'll make it work. We'll see what's in here. So I am opening the box and well, there is a lot of bubble wrap in here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and open this up so we can see what's inside. And there is a lot of lip products, so yeah, I'm just gonna take out one thing at a time and then I guess I will show them and then we can do some swatches and try everything on after. So first thing I'm pulling out is a lipstick. This is in the shade Cherry Blossom. It doesn't say anything on the box, like what kind of formula it's like. So we're gonna go ahead and open this. I'm expecting it to be a bullet lipstick just because of the size of this. And it definitely looks to be a bullet lipstick, so this is really cute. I like the packaging of this. I don't know if you can see this, but it says Coloured Raine on here, which is really cute. So like I said, it's called Cherry Blossom, so I'm guessing it's some kind of like a dark pink purple kind of thing. Oh, so it's a very dark red. I guess cherries are red. I don't know what I was thinking. It's basically like a dark red. So I don't know if I want to, you know what, let's just open everything up first and then I can try everything on and swatch everything after. So we have another lipstick here which looks to be another, oh, this one says Satin Lipstick and the first one says just lipstick. So I'm gonna guess that the first one is more of like a matte lipstick. I don't know, I could be wrong. But let's go ahead and open this and see what this is. So this is going to be a second bullet lipstick. So the container looks exactly the same. This is in the shade Affluence. So this is also the same color. Am I wrong about that? Let me open the first one. So, okay, I mean, those are very similar in color. They're a little bit different. The first one is a little bit lighter than the second one. So basically two very dark reds, which, you know, I kind of wish that they were a little bit different from each other, but it's a mystery box, so you don't really know what to get in these. So we have another lipstick in here, which is also a satin lipstick, so there's a lot of bullet lipsticks. I'm actually surprised at like the color selection that's in here, because usually in mystery boxes I'm expecting there to be like more crazy colors, but I feel like the ones that I've gotten have been both very wearable for a lot of people. And the last one here is, or not the last one, but the next one is called Choco Lip, so I'm guessing this is a brown of some sort. So that is a very dark brown. So basically all of the lipsticks that I've had now have been very dark, so I'm hoping that I'll get something just a little bit different in the other ones here. So I also look to have 3 liquid lipsticks, so here are what they look like. If the inside is the same as the packaging, these should be pretty nice because we have 2 purples and like an orange. So let's first start with the orange one. So this one says, what are you? You are a matte lip in Spiked Punch. So I'm guessing this is probably going to be the same as the packaging. So it looks like we have, oh, that's pretty. So we have a kind of orange liquid lipstick. That's very exciting. Like that's way more exciting than the other ones for me, because this is a little bit more out of the box. So just looking at this, I'm sorry about my phone, but the applicator is extremely long and very flimsy, like super flimsy, very bendable. So I'm expecting this to be a bit of a hard application, but I mean, we'll see. I'm not going to judge anything until I, you know, open everything and try it on. So the next one is called Pink Panther, which, I mean, is in a pink tube. So I'm guessing it's just going to be a pink liquid lipstick. Oh, and this is like a super bright pink. Like, I love this. I am so here for this color. I think this is going to be really nice. And the last one that we have looks to be a kind of dark purple. This one is called Boss Babe. So far, a lot of lip products. I am shocked at how many of these I've had. Ooh, this is really pretty. So this looks to be more of like a purple mauve. I love mauve lipsticks. I can't wait to try this. So I don't know why I'm opening this, because obviously it's gonna look the same as the first one. kind of just smells like a lipstick. It doesn't have like a distinct scent. It's not like sweet or anything. It just kind of smells like lipstick. So those were the lip products. Let me throw away all of this cardboard here because we don't need that. And then we're gonna go into the rest of the stuff here. So we have a focal point glow lighter. So it looks like we have a highlighter. I don't know if that is the shade of this. It says Luxurious Bling Pressed Highlighter. I don't know, we're gonna have to open it and see what this is. So packaging again, super cute, very sleek, very just like clean. And I guess Luxurious Bling is the color of this, so let me open this and I will show it and we can see it together. Oh, that actually looks to be a very wearable shade. I'm gonna swatch that because I can. It feels a little bit dry. Oh, what is that? That's very not what I expected. This is kind of like a orange white highlighter. I don't know how I feel about that, but we're definitely gonna try it on. It did feel a little bit like dry and chalky, but we'll see when I put it on the face. It's also going to depend on the brush that I use and stuff. So next up, there is a loose eyeshadow, or a single eyeshadow, I should say. This is in the shade, it looks to be a very dark one, Intergalactic. So that could actually be fun. Like if that is anything to do with the name, I feel like this is going to be a good shadow. So it looks to be just a kind of dark brown. I don't know, let's open it up and see. I'm actually just gonna leave it in the packaging here because I don't know where I'm going to put this. And we're gonna give this a quick swatch here. So this is, oh, I guess this is just like a brown kind of duochrome pigment. Not really like super exciting, but I mean, I'm sure it's nice. So let's see what we have left here. We have a pair of lashes, which I'm not going to use because you guys know I'm not a lash person. Unless you're new to my channel, I'm not a lash person. This is what the lashes look like. And I mean, if I were to wear lashes, I feel like these would be a little bit too small, but I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't wear lashes, so I can't really tell you what I think they will look like on. So I will probably put those into, you know, my running giveaways that I always have. It's gonna be a while until I do another giveaway because I just did one. So now we have the eyeshadow palette. So I got the very cute one, and I think I'm excited about this because I didn't get like a super neutral one. This packaging is so cute. I don't even know what this palette looks like. I feel like I'm supposed to know, but I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be a lot of purples and pink because, I mean, hello, what else are you supposed to be? So let's see. Oh. That is not what I expected. That is kind of boring, not gonna lie. I do like that there is a lot of like deep dark mattes in here. There's not really any light matte, which I kind of like that. So I don't know, I'm a little bit disappointed. I was expecting something else just from seeing the packaging. I feel like this had so much potential, and then when I opened it up it was just kind of, oh, but you know, we're gonna make it work. So I'm gonna put everything away. I think that was everything. Oh, there's something else in the bag. There is a bag. So I guess this is a makeup bag. I mean, that's kind of cute, I suppose. I was not expecting that. So I mean, it's nice and reflective. It's like super flat, so there's not really much structure to this, but it's basically a makeup bag. So I mean, it'd probably be nice to have for brushes or something when traveling. I don't really know. I don't know what I would put inside of this because it's got kind of like suede in here, so I wouldn't want to put anything that would either leak or, you know, make this really dirty. So I don't know, but you can never have too many, you know, bags to put makeup in. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit and then we're gonna get into trying this stuff. So before we get into trying this stuff, I'm gonna put on some blush because I didn't do that. I wasn't sure if I would get any in the box. So I'm gonna take my Morphe, what is this, Trio in Pop of Coral. And I'm gonna use probably this middle one right here, which is a shimmery blush. And I figure it would be nice since the highlighter is kind of orange, so maybe having something a bit like corally would be nice with that. So I'm just gonna put on, you know, a lot of this because I like blush. And I know I've said this before, but I absolutely love Morphe's blushes. I think they are so beautiful, especially like the shimmery ones. Like, look at that, like that is so beautiful. So let's go ahead and try this highlighter now. So I'm gonna take my Sigma F03 brush, which I love to use for my highlighters. and we're just gonna try this and see if it's any good. So I mean, it's pretty. It's not actually, that is actually quite pretty. Actually, could I say actually more than I just did? I don't think so, but I'm a little bit thrown off because this is looking a lot more like just wet looking than I was expecting, because just feeling it, it felt kind of dry like I said earlier, and I just was not expecting this, and I think that's honestly really, really nice, and I feel like that looks good on my skin tone as well. So I'm always happy when I get like a highlighter that I can use in a mystery box, because I feel like a lot of the time in mystery boxes you never know what shade of highlighter you're going to get, and a lot of the time you end up with something that is just way too dark and something that's just not sold very well. But I feel like this is a good highlighter. So I mean, honestly, this for the box I'm pretty happy with, and I don't know how much this was, but the box was $35. I probably forgot to say that, and the value of the box was supposed to be $150, and I can totally see that with all of the products that I got in here. So we're gonna get into the eyeshadow palette now, and then I will swatch all of the lipsticks after we are done with the eye look. I don't know if I want to swatch them all on my lips, but I will, you know, put on probably one of each of the lipstick formulas and then just tell you what I feel about them, and then I'll swatch the other ones out so you can see the colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre like I always do. I don't know what I want to do with this eye look. I feel like this is going to be kind of boring, but we're just gonna see what happens. So I'm just a little bit stumped with this palette because the color story to me doesn't really make sense. Like, looking at the mattes, you have kind of like a burnt orange and a dark brown. Obviously those two go really nicely together, but then you have this kind of weird, very dark gray, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't want to mix that in with a warm tone, and I don't see the point in trying to use brown with a gray that's kind of like in the same depth. So I'm very much like, I need something else. I feel like I don't know what to do with this. I'm very, very confused, and I really just don't want to go in with a basic brown crease because it's me we're talking about. Like, that is so boring. So maybe I should pull in like a matte from somewhere else so I can use this. I want to see what this looks like. I mean, that formula feels really nice actually. Maybe this isn't a gray after all. Maybe this is, oh, see, that's a dark purple. That's not what I expected at all. So that's actually kind of nice. I take back everything I just said. So I'm gonna go in with Purple Berry, which is the one that I just swatched, and I'm gonna put that into my crease, and then I don't know if I want to deepen this up with anything or if I just want to go in with, let me swatch the purple shimmer as well. Maybe I just want to do like a purple smoky eye here. Oh, that is beautiful. I feel like they're all coming out so different than what they are in the pan. Maybe it's just me, but I am like pleasantly surprised now, and it's not what I expected at all. So like I said, I'm gonna go in with that matte purple in my crease. So I am really excited to try out Coloured Raine's eyeshadow formula because I've heard nothing but good things. So I'm using a small blending brush now to just place this into my crease, and so far this is laying down very, very nicely. I really like the feel of this matte. You know, when you touch some shadows, some are just like really, really dry, whereas others are nice and creamy and pigmented, and I feel like these are very nice and creamy and pigmented. And so far, I like the tone of this a lot. I think this is a really nice kind of cool tone mauvey purple. And it's going to make me look like I have a bruise on my eye, but I don't mind that. I quite like that look. So I think I'm just gonna keep this very simple. Not really sure. I mean, I feel like I can't really use all of the shadows in this palette in this look because I don't feel like they all really go together. But maybe I will try to use more than I was planning on. Maybe I'll actually go in with one of the browns or like the orange on my lower lash line possibly. I don't know if that could be a good idea, but maybe that's what I'll do just to, you know, test out the palette and see how it performs. But this one is blending out so nicely. The thing is with this though, I don't have anything to use as a transition shade with the shade or anything to deepen the shade up with because all I have is a dark brown. I think maybe I should swatch this one too and see if I'm completely wrong here and it's not a brown at all. So wow, that looks very, very patchy. It's not really a brown. It's got a bit of like a purple undertone to it, but it's really not like any deeper than this one. So I don't think I'm gonna go in and deepen this up with anything in this palette. If anything, I'm gonna probably go in with a black or something like this and make it a very smoky eye. But I really like this matte. I think that is really, really nice. There's a little bit of kick up in the pan with these, but not as much as some other brands and shadows that I have in my collection. So nothing that I'm bothered with at all. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and go in with a black eyeshadow. Obviously you can use whatever you want because a black is a black, so it doesn't really matter what I'm using. So I'm gonna take a black now and I'm gonna start to deepen up the outer corner with this. I'm not gonna bring it all the way through my crease. I'm just going to bring it about like 2/3 of the way in just to really get some depth here. And maybe it was a bad idea to use this black eyeshadow because I don't really use this very often. It's a single Pat Macgrath shadow and it's kind of like a cream, but I wanted to try to use it because like I said, I never use it, and the other times that I've used it I really liked it, but it kind of takes certain brushes to be able to work with this well. But I don't know, it actually has a lot of fallout, which I don't remember it having at all, and I'm having a bit of a hard time with this. So all of a sudden this is getting way out of hand and not at all what I expected, but it's okay. It is so hot in here, by the way. I know you probably don't care, but I totally forgot to turn the AC on before I started filming, and then I turned it on and it's taken forever to kick in and I am literally dying in here. It's probably like 90 degrees if I had to guess. Maybe it's like 85, but still it's so hot. Why am I using this black shadow? That was not a good idea at all. I have so many better blacks in my collection. What was I thinking when I really thought I liked this last time I tried it? Look at my face. I have so much fallout. Like, this is not even funny. Wow, you would think I'd never done makeup in my life. I would like to officially apologize to this palette for making this look absolutely atrocious, because that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna go in with some more black on my lower lash line as well and just you know, try to save this because it definitely got a bit out of hand here. And I literally was not expecting this with this shadow, but I don't know what is happening right now. It's okay though, we'll fix it. I mean, could this shadow take over the look anymore? I don't think so. I'm gonna try to wipe away the fallout. Oh, actually that kind of worked. That's very good, because otherwise I'd be in a lot of trouble. So I guess all I have to do after is just go in with a bit more highlighter because this isn't looking too bad. So I guess I'm gonna just go in and try to blend here with a bit of a clean fluffy brush. Okay, we're gonna leave this the way it is, I think. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and swatch this kind of gray shadow up here and see what that looks like. That's like a gunmetal gray. I think I really like that. So let's see what that looks like. Ooh, I'm definitely gonna use that because now that this look is as dark as it is, I might as well. So I am taking that kind of gray shade and I'm gonna spray with some Fix Plus here. And we're gonna put that on the outer part, or like the middle to outer part of my eye. So that actually looks like it's got a little bit of purple in it. It's almost like a gunmetal gray purple. This is actually really beautiful. I'm so surprised at how different the shadows are swatched out and on the eye than what they are in the pan, which again is a nice surprise, and I like that a lot because when I first saw this palette I was like, it's kind of boring. And I feel like the shades are kind of transforming themselves when you do use them, which is very interesting. I totally get why people like this formula though. Like the two shadows that I've tried so far, I feel like have been really, really nice. And it's hard to make that kind of a purple matte and have it be so easy to work with. So, I mean, I'm starting to understand the hype, and it's definitely making me want to try more eyeshadows from Coloured Raine. And I'm so sorry that this look is just getting so gothic and dark and not at all what I thought I was going to do when I sat down and I saw this palette. But we're gonna go into Pomberry, which is the purple shimmer here, and I'm gonna put that on the rest of my lid here. And I'm probably gonna have to find something else to put in my inner corner. Maybe I'll just go in with this kind of gold shade. I don't know at this point. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place that right here. That is so beautiful. Oh, I really like this shade. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull this over the shadow that I put in the middle of my lid a little bit as well, and just kind of bring this lightness out a bit. I'm actually gonna go ahead and take this purple down to my lower lash line as well, just in like the inner part of my lower lash line here. And then I'm gonna pop a little bit of that kind of bronzy gold shade right in my inner corner. I love this shade. I think this is absolutely beautiful. Now the eye look on the other hand, I don't like this, but I like the shadows individual. I don't know what I was thinking using that black. Have any of you ever done that and been like so confident? You're like, I'm gonna use a black, and then you just smack it on and you're like,
what just happened?
Like usually I feel like I'm pretty good with working with blacks, but apparently that black just was a bit much for me, I guess. So I'm next gonna go into Pinkleberry. That's a cute name. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna pop that right in my inner corner. Actually, let's swatch this as well. Might as well, because at this point I feel like I've swatched everything. So this is very much a, wow, that's beautiful. See, I feel like I'm so pleasantly surprised by all of these shades. They're so nice swatched out. The shimmer is stunning. It's almost like a peachy duochrome. I'm excited about this now. I'm honestly so impressed by this palette, and I didn't think I would be. So I'm just gonna pop that right in here. This inner corner shade goes perfectly with my highlighter, I feel like. And this is going to really lighten up this look because it needs it. I mean, this shimmer formula is beautiful. This is definitely different than the purple. I feel like this is way more intense, and it's also way creamier in the pan. And it's going on the eye very, very smoothly. So I don't hate this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish off by just blending a little bit more and try to make sure that everything is the way that I want it to be, and then I'm gonna put on some liner and mascara, and we can get into trying on some of the lipsticks, and I will swatch them out for you and show you what they look like. Alright, so the rest of the eyes are done. For my waterline, I used Crybaby by ColourPop, which I feel like it was nice to have something a bit lighter in my waterline to kind of open up my eyes a bit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by swatching all of the bullet lipsticks. So let's start off with, I guess I'll just pick one. So, I mean, they're all basically the same. So we're going to just start in the order that I opened them. So we're going to first go Cherry Blossom. So this is a actually beautiful red. That's really, really nice. It's a dark red, and I think this one said just lipstick and the other ones were satin lipstick, so I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. So should I put this on? I'm gonna put this on. That is super pigmented. I am so bad at bullet lipstick application, so this is going to go horribly. Pray for me because I don't have a lip liner in this color. So this is not a very good application, but it feels like it might be a matte. It definitely feels a little bit drying. I mean, obviously it transfers because it's a bullet lipstick, but I would say that this is probably going to be drier than the satin lipstick. So let's see, what did we get next? We got Affluence, I think. So this is supposed to be a darker red. So this is a satin. So, I mean, those are very, very similar. It's basically just a darker version of the first one. And then the last one is going to be Choco Lips. So I'm not going to swatch both of these on my lips because they are the same formula. So this is a very, very dark brown. That's actually really, really nice. So let me take off the one that I have on now, and then we can swatch one of the satin ones too. So that did come off very easily. I don't think this is a very long-lasting formula. So I'm gonna go ahead and try on the brown one, which was called Choco Lip, because it's just a beautiful color. It's not really, I can't really see myself reaching for this if I'm like going somewhere where I have to eat or drink, but I could definitely wear this for like a video or something if I have a lip liner that's in a very similar color and I'm able to get a good application, but I would never wear something like this out and about that's not a matte liquid lipstick because I make a mess. So this one is definitely a lot creamier than the red one. So this application is, let's not talk about this, but the lipstick itself, it feels a lot creamier than the first one and it feels a lot more comfortable. I cannot get over how bad I am at applying bullet lipsticks. I mean, it's atrocious, honestly. I'm the worst. So I'm gonna take this off again, and I will say I feel like I like the formula, but I would want something that's a little bit more nude. I don't really reach for dark bullet lipsticks ever because, like I said, I'm just a very messy person, so I can't be trusted with that. So I'm only gonna go ahead and swatch one of these on my lips because they are all the same formula. So out of these ones, I think the one that I want to wear is going to be the bright pink, just because I want to try this one on the lips because I feel like this is the one that's going to be the hardest one to formulate. So if this one is good, I'm expecting the formula on these two to be really good as well. So let me go ahead and just like give you a quick hand swatch. The first one is Spiked Punch, which is the orange one. This reminds me so much of Christmas Cookie by, no, not Christmas Cookie, Pumpkin Pie by Jeffree Star. That is very nice and opaque. I really like the tone of that. They feel very wet though, I will say. And these have been inside for a while, so it's not like, you know, they just came out from the heat or something like that. So next up we have Boss Babe, which is the mauve color that I was really excited about. So that one is beautiful. That's really, really, really nice. It's a little bit darker than I expected, but I don't really mind that at all. So let's see, the next one, or the last one I should say, is Pink Panther, which is the pink one. So I'm gonna really shake this up and make sure that it's not super liquidy. And here is what this one looks like. So that's a beautiful, beautiful pink. So my first impression, just like swatching them on my hand, is that they feel very creamy. I don't know if these are going to dry down because they don't feel like it. And also they're very thick, and I don't know if I like the doe foot on these. I feel like the doe foot is just too long, which means it's too flimsy, which means it's going to be hard to apply. But I mean, I shouldn't judge before I've actually tried it. So let me try to put this on. I feel like this one actually smells really good. It smells like something I'm familiar with, but I can't put my finger on what it is. So the doe foot's not as bad as I expected. It was actually pretty easy to apply. The lipstick is very thick. I don't really love like very thick liquid lipsticks. It reminds me a little bit of the ABH liquid lipstick, but this one doesn't seem to be as drying. I don't even know if this is going to dry down, so let me wait a little bit and then we can, you know, test it and see if it does dry, because on my hand it's still looking kind of wet. This one looks like it's dried down before these two though, so I don't know if maybe this is a different formula or what. It didn't say on the package. I'm pretty sure. I think they all just said matte liquid lipsticks. Yeah, I can't see any difference on the tubes at least, so I'm just expecting them to be the same formula. But the color of this is really nice. It does feel like it's drying down. Yeah, so it's definitely dried down. It does feel pretty drying, not gonna lie, but I don't really mind very drying lipsticks as long as I can just put a gloss on top, and it's usually fine. But I mean, this applied really nicely and smoothly, and I feel like it looks nice on the lips too, at least, you know, for now. So just some of my thoughts on this. How do I feel? I feel like I got my money's worth, even though I don't think any of these products are going to become staples for me except for the highlighter. The highlighter I love. I think this is beautiful. It's such a good match for my skin tone. I don't have anything in like the orangey kind of color family when it comes to highlighter, so I really like that. The bullet lipsticks, I don't think I will get a lot of wear out of just because they are so dark, but I'll probably, you know, try them out a few times just to get a better idea of the formula. I do think that the formula is probably really nice. I mean, they felt nice, they went on really nicely and opaquely, and I can't really complain about them except that they're just not really my kind of colors, but like, it's a mystery bag. I can't complain. You're not allowed to complain about the colors you get in a mystery bag. I hate when people do that. As for the liquid lipsticks, I like these more than I like the bullet lipsticks, but again, I need to try these out more. And if I end up liking this formula, I'm going to end up loving these because I love all of these colors. I think they are so me, so up my alley. The lashes, obviously don't have an opinion of those. I'm not going to talk about them. The palette actually surprised me a lot, and it's not at all what I expected. I do wish that the color story was a little bit different. Just look at this packaging. Like, this packaging is so beautiful, and then the inside is just so muted, but I do think that the colors in here are really nice. I just wish that the packaging wasn't as bright and fun because it makes the color story inside look a bit out of place and not like it should belong in this palette. I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like the packaging doesn't match the inside very much. And as for the colors in here, I do feel like the color story could maybe need some help. I just don't feel like it's a standalone palette. It could be, obviously, it definitely could be, but I do wish that there was just a little bit more variation in depth in here, and that there would maybe be like one lighter shade just that could be used as a transition shade or something. I feel like even if this orange would be like a really like light purple or light pink, it would just make this palette a bit more cohesive, especially if it was some kind of a pink. I think a pink would have been really nice in here. I don't know. Individually, I like all the shadows, I like the formulas, I think the quality of the palette is really nice. It's just that I don't particularly gravitate towards this color story, and it's not something that I would have bought myself. But again, this is a mystery box. I'm not allowed to complain because I know what I'm getting myself into. I know that Coloured Raine doesn't really have any eyeshadow palettes that I like, because otherwise I would have tried them a long time ago. So, you know, overall, I think this was fun. I like mystery bags. I like being surprised. I like unboxing. I like trying new things on, even if they're not really my thing. So I guess that's going to be my thoughts on this. I don't know if these bags are still available. I feel like they are. At the time I'm filming this, they still are available. I will link them down below in the description box if you're interested in getting one. So yeah, let me know what you think of the stuff that I got in here. Would you have been happy with this bag? I feel like the value was pretty good, so I am happy with this overall. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you want to see some other things that I have on my channel, if you're new for some reason, I'll pop some up on the screen. And if you are new, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.